Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Today we're building a house in Oasis Springs, and this is for a photographer on a 20 by 15 lot with 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms. Yeah, surprising 2 bathrooms. I hardly have 2 bathrooms in a small house, especially with just one sim living in it, but somehow I just managed to fit 2 because I had no idea what to do with the space on the ground floor. I mean, at a point of time I knew I was missing something, but I just couldn't think of like what exactly it is that I'm missing. And then like it was towards the end of the build that I realized what I was missing, and I was missing a backyard. But honestly, I also imagine that this is not the only house the sim owns. So because as a photographer, I think maybe this sim travels a lot and owns quite a few properties around the world. So and because this sim is like well-to-do, so he or she can afford as many as they want. I mean, right? That's what you do when you have lots of money. So this house comes to a total of 66,706. Wait, oh my god. Okay, so this house comes to a total of 66,762 simoleons. Yes, pretty expensive, but as I mentioned before, the sim is hella rich, so this is just like a small fry to him or her. And of course, if you want to add a backyard to this build, feel free to do so. You can download this build from Sims 4 Gallery under my origin ID shansimsyt, or find it under the hashtag shansimsyt, and then you can customize the backyard to your own liking. And maybe you can always tag me on Twitter or Instagram and show me like how your backyard looks like. Yeah, for this build, so we can all take a look and just share. Yeah. And it's also, if you're new here, do consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notifications button so you get notified each time I post a new video. And this is like my second time building in the world of Oasis Springs, and I would love to build more here. My first build in Oasis Springs was a tiny modern family home, I think, for 4 Sims. If you're interested in that, I'll put a card up on the right hand side of the screen and in the description box below, so you can check it out after finishing this build. But yes, I really love the vibes here in Oasis Springs. I don't know, it just gives off this very chill vibe that somewhere I would really want to just travel and hang around for a bit. Definitely I think I would prefer it more like a vacation home, like not my main home sort of thing. Yeah, but I don't know, it's just like a really nice spot, I think. And a few days back, I saw another simmer, Sabby the Simmer. She tweeted a picture of her trailer home in Oasis Springs, and I was like, oh my god, I need to build a trailer home too. Like the whole desert vibes. I mean, how can I not build a trailer home, right? So yeah, I think I'll probably build a trailer home soon. Not so soon, but soon. Her trailer home was so cute. It was for a single parent and their teen, and they also have a newly adopted dog. So if you're interested, do check out her video. I'll put a link in the description box below, so don't forget to check it out. Right now we're just working on the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty okay. It isn't like very small, but I think it's just like a nice size for just one sim. And this I think the counters are from base game, but then the upper cabinets, I use the ones from what's that called, Dream Room Decorator. So I don't think I've used this counters. I mean, I don't think I've used this base game counters in this swatch before, but I don't know, it just turned out really nice here. And I wasn't exactly going for a specific vibe for this build. I just thought it could be things that this sim has collected while traveling all over the world. So nothing is really like matchy. Everything is kind of mismatched, but I think they still tie in pretty nice. Like everything looks pretty cohesive. Like they just blend together really well. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. I believe this is my first time using this floor tile as well. I was actually inspired by a picture that I saw on, I think, Pinterest. So yeah, and then the interior, I remember there was a lot of blacks here and some pops of color. So this is what I also wanted to bring in. to this build. So I don't know if you can spot any new items from packs that I haven't used. I mean, I haven't used before, but um I recently, okay, not recently, 2 days, wait, 1 day ago, I bought two new packs. One of it is Island Living and the other is Cottage Living. I just realized the Sims really like to name their packs like something living. There's like City Living, there's Tiny Living, there's, I think, is it Cottage? Cottage Living? Fuck, I cannot remember, but yeah, and then there's so many something living. Maybe the Sims need to up the game naming their packs, but yeah, so I bought Island Living and Cottage Living, and I'm really excited to be building in those two new worlds. I have a feeling the next one that I'll be building will be one in Island Living because I mean ever since I got the pack, I've been searching for, inspiration for beach houses or like vacation houses along the beach, like vibes like this. I don't know, man. I think it's because the thoughts of being able to travel soon just makes me so excited that I really want to build something. It's just like somewhere I would love to visit after I can start traveling again. So yeah, and over here I wanted to bring in an accent wall so you can see like I'm playing around with the wall, what do you call that? Yeah, just playing around with wallpaper. I don't think I actually chose one as of now, but eventually towards the end of the build I think I settled with one, and I think it still turned out really nice. So the original picture that I saw, they had this really cute patterned wallpaper that, I don't know, it just looks really nice, and I wanted to try to recreate it in The Sims, but sadly they don't have a wallpaper like this, so I gotta suck it up and try something else. But yeah, so you can see, I think the main color that is popping out other than black is blue, and I don't know, tealish blue, and a bit of yellow as well. I don't know, I just really like the color of blue, like in my builds. Blue, I don't know, blue and black just goes really well somehow in The Sims. And yeah, so because this sim is a photographer, so of course you need to have like a wall full of your pictures, right? Like, I mean, you travel so many places, you travel all around the world. It doesn't make sense if you don't showcase or like at least put up some of your works. So the wall on the left hand side of the build is where I put like a whole gallery of pictures. So I just imagine those are like the pictures the sim took or collected over time, because I mean there are some that look pretty old, so maybe the sim thrifted it, or was, I don't know, maybe the pictures were handed down by the parents or grandparents. I have no idea, man. But yeah, I mean, it's up to your imagination. But I don't know what kind of pictures this sim like takes. I mean, I assume it's like anything and everything. But if you do have like I don't know, if you think this sim has a specific type of I don't know interest, you can let me know in the description box below. I would love to hear your ideas. And yeah, so right now we are on the second level, and yeah, over here at this point of time was where I decided that there will be a bathroom on the second floor, because I thought the second floor looked too spacious, and I just didn't think this build should have so much space. So that's where I decided to have another bathroom here. But I think this bathroom is I think this is a half bath, so there's only a toilet, and then I mean there's just toilet bowl and then the sink, and then the one downstairs has the full thing, so there's a shower tub combo, the toilet bowl itself, and a sink. So yeah, so I gave this sim a dresser on the right side of the room, I mean of the second level. And also, do you guys notice that the light fixture thing that I placed on the dresser? That's from Dream Home Decorator, and I believe this is like the first or second time I'm using it. Like I've always seen it in my, I don't know, like in other people's builds, but I haven't really got to using it. So this is the first time I'm using it, and I have to say it looks pretty cool. I thought it initially when I saw it in like the game, I thought it was gonna be those that, stands up to a pretty tall height, like it stands on the ground. But I realized it's pretty small, and also I sized it down a little so it doesn't look like so humongous, like so big on the dresser. So yeah, I think it really looks very nice. I definitely will use more of it in builds where I think it will fit nicely. And also over here right now we're just decorating the part of the second level where the sim will sleep. This bit, I think it is from Vintage Glamour. I think this bit looks really nice. I wanted to go with a blue bit because I felt like the second level doesn't have like that blue color to anchor the space, if you get what I mean. So I really wanted to use blue, but all the blue swatches we have are just they just look very weird. And some of them look weird, and then some of them, the style, I don't think it goes really well with what I wanted to go for here. So hence I just decided to go with a white bit and tried to compensate with other stuff in the room to bring the blue in. So over here, this is a small Workspace Nook that I created. I think it looks really cute. So at the back of behind the table is this bookshelf thing where the sim showcases his or her awards, trophies that they got from their photography. There's picture. The sim also showcased all the cameras. I think I only showcased 3 cameras, but I also displayed this really old what do you call that, vintage? Yes, this vintage camera, which I thought looks really cool. So I thought maybe it could be like a hand-me-down from his or her parents or grandparents, and that was what kind of inspired the sim to become a photographer as he or she grows up. Yeah, I think this is a really cool idea to go with. So over here I just pretty much cluttered up the desk, made sure that the sim also has like a tablet or something that they can edit their pictures on. This sim has a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, so many devices. Very, very rich sim, as I've mentioned earlier. So definitely the sim will be able to afford all these kind of devices. But yeah, would I want so many devices? Yeah, because I'm an Apple user. I think, okay, so I have a MacBook, I own an iPhone. If I could, I would love an iPad. Do I want an iMac? If I were to say for practical reasons, no. But then again, it looks so nice. Apple has this, I don't know, Apple is so good at their marketing, and I don't know, man. I feel like once you invested in Apple, it's so hard to not buy Apple products anymore. It's like they just pull you in to their ecosystem, so you can never get anything else. Every time you want to get a new device, you'll be like, should I get Apple? Because you can sync everything together, and it's just so much more convenient. I was previously a Samsung user, but after I got an iPhone, I just never went back, and I really love iPhones. Yeah, so yeah, I would love an iPad. So if any of my no, I'm just kidding. I'll probably get it. Okay, I don't know when I'll get it, but I would love to get it sometime soon. Though it's really not in my budget right now, but I'm pretty contented with this laptop here. I don't know, this laptop has been pretty handy. Previously I was playing The Sims on my MacBook Air 2017, and I think I only had 8 gigabytes on that laptop. So I really couldn't play The Sims. I bought packs, but I couldn't download all of them to play because I don't have enough memory on that laptop. So there were only so many packs I could use in my builds, and I just didn't like it. And at that point of time when I started playing The Sims on my old MacBook Air 2017, I think the laptop just, it was slowly giving up on me. So each time I play The Sims, I need to make sure that it is like it's charging. If not, my laptop will just die. It's like at this point of time, it's just like the moment you turn on, the moment you start using it, and maybe after 5 minutes or even less, it will just automatically shut down if it's not on charging mode. So it's really dangerous. And I've had the laptop for, I think, 4 years, maybe close to 4 years at the point of time when I decided to get a new one. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna invest in it. It will be really, I don't know, it'll just be very beneficial, very useful for me. So yeah, just decided to go for it. They were still having this student pricing thing, so I also got a AirPods Pro at a discounted price, and the laptop was also at a discounted price if I'm not wrong. So I guess it's pretty worth it. Yeah, no regrets. I'm loving this laptop so far. I got one that has more memory, so I won't be facing any issues if I want to like download and buy more packs on the Sims. So that's a good thing. And also work wise, it doesn't lag so much because my previous laptop, it was so bad. And every time the laptop is like heated up, there's always the sound of the motor or like the engines, and it's so loud, it's so distracting, it's so annoying, and my laptop is always very hot. So it was really time to change, and I think I really got it at the right moment. So yeah. And also, I just watched Batman earlier. I actually haven't watched any of the DC movies before, so I really wasn't expecting anything other than knowing Robert Pattinson is the lead character. I was pretty surprised to see who was acting as Alfred in the show. So I think his name is Andy. I don't really I don't really know how to pronounce his surname, so I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, if you don't know this, if you've watched Batman, you'd have known that this guy does the voice for Gollum in Lord of the Rings. And at the point of time when I realized that he was the actor doing the voiceover for Gollum in Lord of the Rings, I was just like, oh my goodness, I cannot imagine him like, doing that voice. It's just like his face and the voices like they don't match. So then I was just like, oh my god, are you serious? And then I went on YouTube to find him actually doing it in real life. I found one video that he did the voice of Gollum again on, what's that called, the James Corden show. And I was just like, oh my goodness, it's really him. And I was so amazed afterwards. I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is fucking amazing. And while we're on that topic, can I just say I'm so excited for the Lord of the Rings series that will be coming out sometime this year, maybe like the third quarter of the year. I actually only started watching Lord of the Rings last year, so I really didn't imagine myself liking it, but somehow it was so interesting, and I was really captivated by like the whole scenic view, the storyline, the characters. And yeah, that's why right now I really can't wait for the series to come out. I think I'll be binge watching a lot. I don't know. I've heard rumors that the first episode is really 3 hours. It's equivalent to a movie. So I mean, if that's the case, I'm not complaining, man. I'm just gonna get ready my snacks, my drinks, and I'm just gonna sit in front of the TV and just enjoy my weekends, or which day it comes out. If any of you guys are Lord of the Rings fans, please let me know in the description box below. I would love to just talk about it. It's so hard to find people who enjoy the same kind of shows like me. There's this other series that I really like. It's called American Horror Story, but sadly I don't really have a lot of friends who enjoy watching, so I can't really rave to anyone about the show. But yeah, so if you do watch American Horror Story, maybe you can let me know as well, so we can talk about it. I feel so happy to know that there are people like me who enjoy watching this kind of series. So yeah, definitely let me know. And I think right now we're reaching the end of this speed build. I'm pretty much just putting the trash bins and whatnot. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.